Hey everyone, we're excited to have you today. We're going to be talking about a test we ran that improved conversions by over 700%. And the basic element of that test was we wanted to change the copy in our call to action button. Not the color, not the offer. Well, I guess the offer kind of changed.
Well, definitely the offer.
It was more the offer, I think. So understanding the psychology of a user and the words and the expectations words set, and then learning how to decrease friction so you can increase conversion rates. Today, running us through the test, we have Brady Cramm, our Director of Advertising.
Hello.
And he's going to kind of walk us through that process.
So when we landed on our client, they were running the typical B2B space schedule a demo. And right when we built our landing page, we kind of adopted that call to action, kept things parallel, and measured results from there.
What was that call to action?
Schedule a demo.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were able to slightly increase conversion rates going from home page to dedicated landing page with all the control we had, but we didn't hit the numbers that we normally like to see.
What numbers are those that you're testing? What are you looking for usually, Brady?
So we'll schedule a demo. I mean, 2%, between 2 and 5% is actually pretty good, but we'd like to bring in leads around over 10% was the goal of the test. So to do that, we really looked into what I call the kind of the conversion comfort zone. So really getting into the user's mind as they land on the page and what they want to see, what's valuable to them, kind of finding that balance between value and convenience.
Okay. And so some of the way we got there, right, was because we know that someone doesn't necessarily, when you schedule a demo, there's this expectation that you're going to have to meet with multiple sales reps, negotiate on a time, find something that works, then pray to God that sales rep can even answer your questions. They don't have to wait and get another engineer involved. And at the end of that, you might not even get a price. And it's like, okay, I finally got to see the software. It took 2 hours. I got that demo. How much? And that just took 2 hours of my time. And I'm not even qualified, let alone I didn't even really like the software that much. So what we try to do is understand what that buyer is used to and if we could create a more delightful experience. And watching a free 5-minute demo video did that. Now, the client was afraid of something though, right? What were they afraid of?
Lead quality going down. They think, well, if someone wants to schedule a demo, they're very serious, which is true, but at 2% conversion rates and they have volume goals to hit, it just wouldn't work. So we changed it to a demo video, which luckily they had a wonderful asset, pre-recorded demo video for us to use. So switching that up, the fear going into it was quality was going to go down, but we actually didn't really see that at all. Maybe quality went down 10%, but conversion rates went up 700%. In some of our advertising channels, we've even hit over 20% conversion rates using Capterra in the B2B software space. Is a great
because that has social proof, right? That's the key. Like they have reviews there. You can see the social
and
proof.
These organic ad buys, like everyone kind of knows Google Ads these days, but they still see Capterra and see a company in the top 3 spots, and they think it's very organic when it is a PPC platform.
I want to talk about that next session.
Okay.
To tie up today's session, because that is good. That's very good. But I want to tie up today's session was some takeaways that they can implement right now to improve the conversion rates on their offers / call to actions copy. And so we found that consultation.
Not a good word.
Not a great word. What other word?
Request, schedule, all those things sound like it takes a lot of effort on both ends to make it happen. So the convenience level of that is pretty low.
And recommendations instead, maybe get.
Yeah, get. Use the word free, as cheesy as it is. And as a marketer, we hate it, but it works really
What about a micro conversion? Something that's a little softer if you have a great sales team, right? So let's say you have an amazing sales team and they just need a number, a name, and some type of interest. What have you done for some of our clients that have great sales teams, long funnels, and they just need to build relationships? What have you tested there?
Yeah, so for that, I mean, the demo video kind of falls into that. It's probably the highest level of that type of asset, but white papers, e-brochures, all these things can be tested as long as they're being tracked throughout the kind of CRM funnel. So if something becomes an opportunity in Salesforce, it needs to have a campaign tag saying that came from a white paper.
Tagging's important?
Yeah, I mean, that's the tracking you need in this type of testing situation because conversion rates are great. We get excited about them. But if they don't turn into sales in the long run, you're kind of wasting your money.
It's a little hard to
even
keep
with
spending.
those front end numbers looking great. So be sure you track it all throughout your CRM. And if you are an agency, starting that kind of relationship with your client is very important. I think a lot of people out there are just, here's my AdWords conversion rate, here's my landing page, this is all we report on. So really getting into your client's CRM and making those tags happen is very important.
Well, hey, we really appreciate it today. And build dedicated landing pages, test your offers, and make sure you track end-to-end analytics. Have a great day.